Israel. Welcome to this special edition of Professional Visa and Education Services News Update. My name is Nish. I'm a registered migration agent in Australia and also Director of Professional Visa and Education Services. Today, I'm predominantly going to talk about New South Wales 491 regional visa. I know it was actually open a few weeks ago, but then we couldn't get a hold of the news and some sort of clarity on the news so that I can bring it up to you guys. So here we are today. Just make sure that we're clarifying some confusion that people have, so that we can actually look at 491 New South Wales as a possible migration options. So let's go through that together. Now, at the moment, New South Wales government has actually said no to 3A, stream 3A criteria, which is if you have an employment for 12 months or employment offer from the New South Wales regional area for the nominated occupation that's in the list has been taken away. Now, the reason behind that is because of the integrity issue, because there has been a lot of applicant who's actually got the job offer letter and they were not genuine, and the RDAs, Regional Development Authorities, or New South Wales Treasury themselves have spent a lot of time scrutinizing the process or probably verifying those employment, which is kind of tapping into the government resources for the unnecessary work, which is why the New South Wales government actually said no to 3A stream criteria, just because of the integrity issue. Not that the program wasn't working well; it was fantastically working well, but how the way that the people were actually using the not genuine offer letters, the employment letters, have actually led to 3As being out of the picture, which means now we have stream 1 and stream 2. Obviously, stream 1 being someone who's been living and working in a regional New South Wales for 12 months and working in the nominated occupation or closely related occupation. Yes, the priority will be given to those people who are actually already living in a regional area and working in the nominated occupation or a closely related occupation. However, we have seen there has been discretion from every RDAs that we have dealt with so far. So all 14 RDAs that we have dealt with New South Wales, we have seen the discretion. Now, how the discretion is applied is based on case-by-case scenario. But say, for example, if you've been living in New South Wales regional area for minimum 3 months, however, you've been working in a nominated occupation and there is some permanent contract, the everything that you have presented in the application looks genuine, that you are very committed, you and your partner is very committed to actually live in the regional area, in that particular regional area. It's a no-brainer, because New South Wales government are sort of enticing for people who's already living and they're working in a genuine position, everything ticks the box. Then the 12 months criteria seems to be not a big deal at this point of time, because it's all about you demonstrating how you are committed to live in the New South Wales regional area is the important part. And as long as the assessing officers from RDAs are convinced, they can make a recommendation to New South Wales Treasury. Now, don't get this, the process for this time of the year is a little bit different as compared to last year and the year before that. Well, the last financial year was New South Wales Treasury, there was no RDAs, but the year before that was RDA who used to recommend for the nomination, and also even issued this New South the 491 skills select for the EOI to launch the visa. But this financial year is a little bit different, because this financial year the application will be processed by the regional development authorities, and they will make a recommendation to New South Wales Treasury. So a recommendation in a way that, yeah, we support this application, that we're happy with this application. Well, 90% of the chance that the application will go through. However, there's still a discretion from New South Wales Treasury to conduct some further checks. If they're not happy about certain application, they'll be going back to RDAs, asking several questions about the particular applications, or even conduct some verification checks, like employment verification checks, to make sure that they are giving invitation to the right candidates. So this time of the year, it's a little bit different process. So just because RDAs are involved, they have supported, doesn't necessarily means that we get the invitation from New South Wales Treasury. However, because these are the groups, these are the stakeholders kind of working together, so which means the most likely the RDS has already done the majority of the legwork, and they'll be passed on to New South Wales Treasury to make a decision. Yes, if New South Wales Treasury might have some questionnaires about certain types of the applications, and they'll revert back to the RDAs and have a discussion about how to nominate these people or why to nominate these people. And even further extends to migration agent justifying, what's the rationale behind applications, and migration agent justifying what are the evidence that will support this particular application in relation to applying for 491 nomination in New South Wales regional area. So that's stream one. So a lot of confusion about now I have to wait for 12 months. Well, there's no such thing. You don't have to wait for 12 months. If you are genuinely living in a regional area, you are working in a nominated occupation or closely related occupation, feel free to contact us, and we will make sure that we'll lodge the application with the RDAs, and we'll try to work it out and demonstrate the value add of your application towards that regional area that you're living in, and also demonstrate that you're committed, your partner's committed, your family's committed to live in that particular regional area. So it's very important that we show that. However, don't get me wrong, because the priority will be still for the people who's been living there from last 12 months and working in the nominated occupation from last 12 months in the nominated or closely related occupation. Now, a lot of people do get confused about the closely related occupation. If you look at the ANSCO code, like say for your example, if you're a general accountant, your ANSCO code is 221111. So say for example, if you share the 4-digit ANSCO code, if you look at the skill occupation list, if you share the 4-digit ANSCO code, the front 4-digit, those are the occupation that is considered as a closely related occupation. Just because you're an accountant and you demonstrate that I do a couple of payrolls and invoicing and accounts payable and accounts receivable may not qualify you to under the category of closely related. Okay, so just make sure you always seek advice from registered migration agent in relation to putting the application in. I wouldn't. I mean, why you would have a better chance to deal to get the 491 nomination with the migration agent is because we can liaise with the RDAs. We can talk to them via email. We will make sure that we'll present the case properly with the transparency and all of that kind of stuff. If there's an integrity issue, obviously we will tell you what to do and what not to do, and this is probably not going to go through because of the problem that we have already identified early in the game, and see if we can actually fix the problem and move on. So yeah, for that I'm available in 83 York Street in Sydney CBD Town Hall. You can book. We had a problem with our booking system in the last couple of days, but that has been fixed now, so you can actually go online and make a booking with us. It's a free half-an-hour consultation anyway, so just come and sit down and we'll talk about your particular journey. Now, just quickly talking about Stream 2, these are the people who's actually graduated from regional New South Wales, and now a lot of confusion about this as well. Now, just because you graduated from Armidale, some people think you can't apply for Stream 2 in Hunter region. Well, you can. It's just about a matter of the fact you need to justify why you sort of wanted to apply in a Hunter region, despite of the fact you graduated from Armidale, which is Northern Inland. So you gotta justify, because we had a similar case, and what we basically said is, yes, of course we graduated from Armidale, Northern Inland. But we are settled in Hunter region because we got an employment here. We got the residential history here in Newcastle. This was a particular case in Newcastle. It was a registered nurse. So yeah, that particular registered nurse been living in Newcastle for quite some time after the graduation. She's got a job in Hunter region. She's got all the commitment in Hunter region. So it's kind of like going to the RDAs and saying, yes, we had an opportunity to actually apply for Northern Inland, like in Armidale RDAs, but we choose not to because we're actually living in Hunter region. So I would like to demonstrate that I'll meet the Stream 2 criteria because I'm more committed to live in this particular area. Hence, I wanted to tap into the numbers that's been allocated for Hunter region, not to the numbers that's been allocated to Northern Inland, because Northern Inland, every RDAs will be more focused on people who would like to live in their particular regional area, mind you. so another myth about the fact that yes, you can apply for stream 2 criteria as well, irrespective of the fact where you graduated from, as long as the particular occupation is in the list for that particular RDAs. And you can always justify what was the rationale behind you not applying for the RDA that you graduated from and the RDA that you're living at the moment. So there's got to be a contrast, there's got to be a storyline that's clean for assessing officer at RDAs to understand your rationale behind and your commitment behind your your application. So it's very important. So yeah, New South Wales regional 491 visa has a blanket rules of 12 months stay, stream 1 and stream 2, which is a graduation stream. However, what we found, which is fantastic about this program, is people who are genuinely committed to live in New South Wales regional area are getting nomination at the moment. So do talk to us about your particular situation, and we can definitely help you out with again, it's all about case by case situation. So we need to assess every case, every individual case separately. So you know where we stay. We are at 83 York Street, level 7, suite 702. Our phone number is 029 02907 4409, and you can call our landline and make a booking, or you can actually follow the booking link, or you can message us, and there's an automated message that pops up, and you can follow the link to make a booking with us. So thank you for watching. I hope that sort of clarifies a lot of things about the 491 New South Wales regional area. Thank you for watching, thank you for sharing, and congratulations to all the people who's been receiving nomination from 491 New South Wales, and thanks for trusting and listening to us and moving into the regional area at the right timing. So we're getting enormous amount of nomination approvals. The last couple of days has been, last couple of weeks I would say, has been particularly busy around 491 regional visas, and we're seeing some fantastic results, so we are very proud of, and thank you so much for your support once again. So keep sharing, keep following our Facebook page, and I'll be back again with some more news. Thank you so much. Okay, bye bye.